Okay traders, for the second K, a big Maru candle and one small candle right over here. Here is slightly difference compared with the first K. Our the first K we already learned on the last lecture right over here. When the first candle is a big Maru candle and the second candle right over here is green doji or bin bar candle. For the second case right over here, when the second candle is a down candle, you can see the red color right over here. We'll need to judge more carefully about this type of pullback, and you can see the condition to define the pattern right over here. The first candle must be big, and standards for this one is still same. We need to see the first candle right over here has to be a big candles, and we also use the same rules. We compare the first candle right over here with the recent 5 candles to define whether the first candle right here is a big or small candles, as we already have one example about it. And one extra rule right over here is we need to compare the second candle right over here must be a small candles. To compare the second candle is small candle, you need to compare the second candle right over here with the first candle on the left side right over here. You need to see total length of second candle right here or right here is smaller or from 30% of the first candle total length. To confirm that second candle right over here is small candle. And when the second candle is small candle at this time, you can confirm that in the pullback pattern right over here, only have a strong pressure and a consistency power right over here, have no reversal power inside of second candle right over here, because for the doji and the bin bar, you already learned about the definition of these type candle. Inside of these candles always having the reversal power. Therefore, when the doji or the bin bar appear with the different colors like this, you need to confirm second candle is small candles to reduce the risk by the reversal power. That is the meaning of the rules right over here. And for example, right over here, you can see the first candle that sees the 150 pips for total length of the first candle. Therefore, as our rules right over here, the second candle's total length must be less than 30% of the first candle total length right over here. Therefore, total length of second candle must be smaller, and from 50 pips is okay. And that is the rules we already have right over here. And the key things right over here is second candle must be a small candle. Here is the difference compared with the last case we already learned right over here. When the second candle is a green candle, at this time you can see that we only care that the first candle must be big, because the second candle can close on the top higher and higher and higher. There's no problem. It even is a good signal to confirm buying pressure continue happening on the top right over here. Therefore, when the second candle is a green candle, you don't need to worry about size of the candles right over here. But when it's reversed into the down case like this, at this time you need to confirm the second candle right over here is a small candle, because here is a reversal pressure of the pullback. So for the second standards right over here, lowest low of second candles is above 50% of the first candle. I draw on the chart like this to help you define it easier. You can see right over here, we have middle price of the first candle right here, and middle price will be calculated from the highest into the lowest. As I explained before, we always care about the highest and the lowest. It means that total candle, even when we are trying to compare the total length of candles, or we are judging the position of the some price like middle price like this, right? I mean that at this time we need to see lowest low of the second candles is above the first candle like this, to confirm that even we have the selling pressure inside of the second candle like this, but the selling pressure inside second candle is pretty small. That's not a significant selling pressure. Therefore, we can accept the strong buying pressure inside the up pullback like this, right? Everything on the standards right here, just for confirm that after 2 candles we can see a strong pressure and consistency power, and even we are having the reversal power inside second candle, but that is very small power and we can skip it. And that is total for the second case right over here. And here also one of the very difficult case when you're trying to define the market structure. So I will give you the example to help you understand about it easier. Okay traders, so I would like to give you one example right over here to help you understand about pullback standards easier, and at this time we will continue using the last example to help you understand about it easier. And we continue talking about this Maru candle. You can see the very big Maru candle right over here, and on the last example we already judged this down Maru candle is a big Maru candle because when we compare the first candle or the down Maru candle right over here with 5 last Maru candles, we also can see very easily this candle is very big compared with the 5 last Maru candle right over here. Therefore, for the first standards right here, that is valid. And for the second case, the next candle or the second candles after the Maru candle right over here must be a small candles. And to judge it, you need to compare the next candle right here. You can see my mouse on the screen right here. These candles, we compare the total length with the Maru candle right here, and by neck guys, you can see very easily this candle is very small compared with the first candle right here. Therefore, the second standard right here is valid also. And at this time, we come into the second standard. Lowest low of the candles is above 50% of the first candle, and here is standards for the up pullback, because you can see right over here we are judging the up pullback right here. Therefore, we compare about the lowest low of second candles. When you come into the down pullback like this, at this time you need to compare the highest high of the second candle right over here with the middle price of the first candle right over here, and very easily you can see the highest high right over here is lower than the middle price of the first candle right here. Therefore, the second standard is valid as well. Therefore, you can confirm this candle and this candle already create a valid pullback pattern in a uptrend. And here is a down pullback, right? And here is the condition for the up pullback. When you understand about the rules and the real meaning behind standards right here, you can apply it very easily and quickly only by your neck guys. So I would like to talk more about the reversal pullback right here. That is a down pullback, because on last lecture right here we talk about the up pullback, but maybe it is difficult for the new trader, and therefore I will explain again about the down pullback a little to help you understand and remember it easier. And for the down pullback, we will also have same as the up pullback. We have 3 common case, and the first case is the first candle is a big down Maru candles, and the second candle is a down small candles, right? And for the second case here, the first candle is still same. We still have one big down Maru candle, but the second candle is one up candle. You can see the different colors right here, and this case and this case actually is completely same. I only put the different type candles right here to help you imagine about the pattern easier, but we only can care about this case and this case. Here are the 2 different cases of big Maru candle and one small candle in the real trading. So we will come into standards right here, and at this time you can see that when we see 2 candles are same color like this, standards to define is also more simple. You can see right over here the first candle must be big, and we also apply same rules right here. Compare the first candle right over here with the recent 5 Maru candles on the left side, like we already do on the last example. And at this time, for second standards, we will compare highest highs of second candle right here with the middle price of the first candle right here. And this highest high must be lower than the middle price of the first candle. Therefore, we can see that there are no significant buying pressure inside of the doji right over here, and after the two candles right over here, we only can see a strong selling pressure on the selling pullback. And for the second case right here, when the second candle is one up candle, at this time we will have one extra standard. Thus the second candle must be small, and to confirm the second candle is small candle, you need to compare the second candle here, total length, compare the total length from highs to the low with the total length of the first candle right over here. Total length of second candles must be smaller and from 30% of the first candle total length. To confirm that, even we having the buying pressure inside of second candles, because you can see the green color right here, but buying pressure inside second candles is very small and we can skip it because you can see total length right here is pretty small, right? And the next one is also same. Highest high of second candle here always below the middle price of the first candles. And to define the middle price of the first candle, you also need to judge from the highest into the lowest. We don't use the close price and the open price, right? And NCI standards. In NCI standards, we always care about the highest and the lowest to judge the whole story inside a single candle. And that is all about the down pullback. Everything is still same as the up pullback, but I need to explain again to help the new trader and even experienced trader can avoid confusing during learning. So on this case, we already explained before, here is a down pullback, and you can see that here is a valid pullback as well, very easily, right? And when you master and you already remember the rules right over here, coming to the live market, you can define the market structure very easily, and you also very confident to establish trading plan. So that is all for today's videos. I will separate the standards and the example into the different videos to help you can review and learn easier, avoid confusing during learning. So thank you for listening to me and see you on next video.